Hello, and welcome back to Leaders Are Readers. I'm Bobby Batista. Our next segment is called Fighters Are Writers. I'd like to welcome our first guest, Sun Tzu, military leader, Chinese general, philosopher, and author of the book, The Art of War. Now, Mr. Tzu, you are quite literally a fighter. Your book presents a philosophy of war for managing conflicts and winning battles. Now today our audience wants to know why. What gets you out of bed in the morning and onto the battlefield?
In our world, there are two components. One is strength, the other one is chi. Actually, we can treat them separately. They are like two sides of a circle. They are interchangeable and run into each other. So, things change quickly. Night grounds make change unpredictable.
Is this circle the reason why you are a bloodthirsty conqueror? Thank you, Sun Tzu, so much for being here today. For our next guest in the segment, Fighters Are Writers, we have the infamous Niccolo Machiavelli. Welcome. Mr. Machiavelli, we are so pleased to have you join us.
Hey, call me Nick.
All right, Nick. Now, Nick, you are an Italian diplomat, politician, Renaissance man, and author of the new book, The Prince.
Indeed, yes I am.
Now, your book, The Prince, delves into the best strategies for a new prince to stabilize his newfound power. For example, you state that the only sure way to control a city accustomed to freedom is to destroy it. Now, what inspires you to such violence for the sake of leadership?
Well, it's all about setting a precedent. You know, you gotta come in and show people who's in charge, and sometimes that includes destroying a town. You gotta take extreme measures in certain cases. So, you know, if you set the precedent up front, people are gonna know you're the real deal. They're gonna respect you.
But why? Why is it so important to you to be respected?
Well, if you don't got the respect, people aren't gonna, you know, they're gonna do what they want, and that's not in the best interest of the community. If you want to grow an empire, sometimes you gotta take extreme measures. I mean, the last guy who screwed me ended up cut in half and fed to the fishes. All right.
That's horrifying. Our final guest for Fighters Are Writers today is Michael Massengale. He is the second son featured in the book 6 Lessons for 6 Sons. Michael's joining us via satellite today. Let's all give him a very warm welcome. Hello, Michael. How are you doing? It's such an honor to have you. Now, initially, you started as a child actor before becoming a lawyer, and then at age 40, transitioning back to being an actor. Now, those of us in the biz know that 40 is basically the new 60. How did you find the fortitude within you to return to such a ruthless industry at such an advanced age?
You know, I just wanted to pursue my dream.
But why?
Acting is what makes me happy, and I wanted to get back into pursuing my dream and feeling fulfilled with the pursuit of a successful acting career.
Alrighty, well, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you taking this time to remote into our little production. And to close out our Fighters Are Writers segment, we have special analyst Simon Sinek here to explain why the why is so important in the Golden Circle.
Actually, I want to make sure we're clear. My name's Simone. I am Simon's more gifted and talented sister. We're starting to focus on the why. Like, this is the core piece of leadership. And as far as I can see based on these interviews, Michael, he gets it. He's taking those acting roles because it's what he loves to do. He's very sure about why he is doing it, and he has the fortitude to keep going and doing that. He knows what he's doing, clear and simple. Sun Tzu, on the other hand, a little bit harder to decipher. He seems like a very motivated individual, very success-driven. However, that's not really a why. He was still focusing on the what and the how. So the impression I get is he's someone who fights because that's what the military does, and he's not quite sure why. Those aspects of the strategic decisions are left to someone else. And then there's Machiavelli, and as messed up and psychopathic as he is, it's oddly hard to determine if he knows why he's doing either, because his examples of like power and setting the tone early on, it's all about that consolidation of power rather than why he's trying to achieve that power. And he kind of leaves it up to the readers to kind of figure out why. What is his motivation here? And really, even just writing the book seems more of a means to an end. He's isolated and just wants back in power. So I would say Michael is the only one who is a true leader and understands why. Back to you, Bob.
I've been Bobby Batista from Leaders Are Readers, and I get up at 4 in the morning every day to shape our next generation of leaders. And because I look so damn good on TV.